Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kidney's Adventures. This is part of Kidney's Big American Adventure. We are sat in Moe's Tavern where I've got a Duff beer, plus I get to take home the glass as well. And check that out. Check that out. How nice does this look?
Sorry.
That over there is actually biscuit mash, so that'll be interesting to try. There you go, guys. That's what I'm going to feast on, and I'm going to love you and leave you. So I'll bid you adieu.
Passed by that set a couple of times too. Have your cameras ready. You never know who or what you might see on the tour. It's full of surprises, so fasten your seatbelts. You don't have any. That's the first surprise of the tour. And we've taken off now. We're underway. My name is Marcellus. Our driver's name is Sharon. And we've been taken behind the scenes of the biggest and busiest production studio in Hollywood. I'd like to introduce you to my co-host. You know him as the host of The Tonight Show. It is Jimmy Fallon. Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Marcellus.
And the greatest driver.
Her name is Sharon.
They're the best. I love that. Even though
Marcellus.
it owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Oh, all right, just a few safety rules. Pay attention, there's a quiz at the end of the tour. First up, if you need any personal assistance of any kind, if you have a medical emergency of any kind, if you do have someone on the side of the tram that's important to you, or if you can't hear me or see me, have any audio visual issues, give it to an emergency cord located above you at the center of the tram. The tram will stop when it is safe to do so, and I will come back to assist you when it is safe to do so. Otherwise, please remain seated inside of the tram at all times. Keep your arms, legs, and hands inside of the tram at all times. And keep in mind, the studio is private property, so if you happen to drop yourself on the don't get out of the tram. It's trespassing. They'll come and get you. It's very embarrassing. Just need a tug of the emergency cord. Sit back and relax. I will come back to assist you when it is safe to do so. Also, there is no smoking of any kind on the tour, and be prepared because throughout the tour there are loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and water effects. So you take photographs, you see water coming toward you, protect your cameras. They may get wet. And finally, for your safety and for the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you're on the tour. Well, those are the rules. Here's what's in store for you. We're leaving the theme park behind and taking you into the actual working movie and television studio where some of Hollywood's biggest names come to work every day. Note the movie posters on your right. Just a few examples of the movies that were made here at Universal Studios, starting back in 1914 with an epic silent film entitled Magnet Movies. Or we have theaters recently such as Nosferatu, Wicked, Last Breath, and we got Megan 2.0 coming in June. So you notice it's kind of busy around here, not like being in the city. Well, Carl Laemmle, the founder of Universal Studios, called this the strangest city in the world because, well, it's a city for make-believe, and we are actually a city. Officially known as Universal City Studios, we have a zip code, a fire department, a bank, a post office, Yellow County Sheriff's, have a substation on our property to help us enforce the laws, and you can see we're building a ginormous roller coaster, and it's called Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. That'll be opening in 2026. Come back and join us. We'll show you something. We're here on the front lot. This is where we house a majority of our 36 sound stages for interior filming. Inside of these buildings, we can create any type of environment that the story demands. And we're passing between the studio property and the theme park for a moment. On your right is Super Nintendo World. Home to Mario and Luigi, the stars of our biggest movie in 2023, the Super Mario Brothers movie. On your left, sound stages of the chock-full of production, Making Goodness. Currently, these stages are in use for Season 4 of Bel Air. Starring Jabari Banks and Ollie Shillington. That streams on our streaming platform Peacock. You can catch Season 3 right now. And so let's see around here. Coming up on your left is Base Camp for Bel Air. You've got the wardrobe department there. You got makeup trailers and all the dressing rooms, and of course you've got catering over. That's the most important part. And they put the trailers out front for the catering truck out front so we can smell what they're cooking as we pass by. getting hungry already. Somebody's honking the horn. They want some food. So we made quite a few shows here on our lot, and at one time Universal dominated the broadcast airways by having about 80% of the television shows on the air. And Universal took it a step further by creating movies for television. It was known as the Movie of the Week. The most popular being the Sunday Night Mystery with characters such as Columbo, McCloud from Philip and Wife. And we got new shows such as Bel Air. We also are home to a Universal television show called Moot, starring Maya Rudolph. Guess what? They filmed Moot in stages 16 to 17 on your right. And they're working on season 3 right now. That streams on Apple TV. Also, Universal is home to Ted, starring Seth MacFarlane, Scott Grimes, and Max Burkholder. They're on season 2 right now, streaming on Peacock. And coming up on your right, we've got stage 19, used for a number of television shows. A lot of them starred Ted Danson, such as The Good Place and Mr. Mayor. But stage 19 has been used for blockbuster motion pictures, such as our Oscar-winning movie, Oppenheimer, starring Academy Award winners Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. On your left, you got the second biggest teddy bear I've ever seen. It's Ted. He's huge. And he's standing in front of a series of 10 bungalows, everyone's permanent dressing rooms for movie stars such as Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, Paul Newman. Today, the production office is occupied by the likes of Mark Platt. Mark Platt Productions brought to the Oscar-nominated hit musical motion picture Wicked, starring Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum, and directed by John M. Chu. Coming up on your left, you got Bungalow 5195 with the Alfred Hitchcock logo out front. You'll see it in a moment. It was Alfred Hitchcock's production office for the Alfred Hitchcock Presents television series.
You said he could move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. That should be a shrine, a museum.
Very exciting just to know that he was there and walk by and know he was in that office. Hitchcock has influenced every director. I saw Hitchcock once walking around the commissary.
Hitchcock had his bungalow on the lot. I used to go see Alfred Hitchcock.
I loved working with him. I highly respect him. He really understood fear and terror.
The Birds? That was a really scary movie.
The Birds? Oh, man. That had me looking at crows like for the next 10 years. Psycho, of course. Vertigo was one of the all-time great masterpieces. Hitchcock was master.
Hey, we're leaving the front lot, but we do all of our interior filming, and taking you to the back lot, where we do the large-scale exterior filming. We're going to show you sets from some of your favorite movies and television shows. The sets that you see on our back lot, they look like real buildings, but they are not. They're what we call facades. Just the false fronts and sides of buildings. We only build what the camera needs to see. And what looks like brick and concrete is actually foam rubber and fiberglass. And normally we take you all the way in there, but we cannot because they're currently working on yet another production in there. It's been very, very busy in there. You'd be amazed how many productions they've filmed on the Metropolitan sets over the years. Movies, television shows, music videos, commercials, live events such as Hairspray Live. A lot of musical artists are working on our Metropolitan sets as well over the years, such as Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Lady Gaga. Taylor Swift made her music video Wildest Dreams on our Metropolitan sets. We're going to take you a little bit of ways in there, but not all the way in. Have your cameras ready. You can even see our Metropolitan sets as part of the obstacle course for American Ninja Warrior. They make you say it like that, too. I'll be getting on and off of the microphone pretty soon because we have all sorts of things going on further into the back lot. We have NBC Sports working on a promo and our Western sets. We got The Voice working on the lot today. And we also have the Birds swimming in the back lot. Take a look to your right down that street. That is the entrance to Courthouse Square. This Courthouse Square featured in sections as Back to the Future, To Kill a Mockingbird, Bruce Almighty. And we just wrapped up Universal Fan Fest nights in there. It was pretty amazing. Got to walk around on the set, interact with characters. This street off to your right, that is known as New York Street. It's been dressed that way more often than not. It's Main Street that runs down the center of our Metropolitan sets. And when it's dressed as New York City, it can be so authentic that it can even fool Jimmy Fallon. And I like fooling Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's got mugged over there? An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just walking there.
Yep, he was just walking there. Now, you can take it any place in the world in our back lot, whether we're on the big city netting tour, remote island known as Skull Island. Here's a kind of been working with Grandma Peter Jackson to guide us.
The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island.
Oh, look at the wildlife in Skull Island. Wait a minute. Wildlife!
In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film.
You guys look a little nervous, don't be, because Sharon and I have been to Skull Island many times. We go on nature hikes, play beer pong, seated at all times. Please keep your hands and feet inside of the tram at all times and hang on to your personal belongings, like your cell phones, your magic wands, and your hula hoops. Peter Jackson will tell you where to put those glasses on. Hang on tight. Adventure awaits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skull Island. Screens instead of 40 feet tall and 80 feet wide, using some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. Developed one of these on Peter Jackson and his next. They won several Academy Awards working in such films as King Kong, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, Avatar, Deadpool, Avatar: The Way of Water. Hang on to those 3D glasses for the segment at the end of the tour. And the street we're about to pull onto at the end of the street is a mural or a painting. It's a tribute to our classic horror films. Universal at one time was known for the horror film, practically invented the horror genre with classics such as Dracula and Frankenstein. Universal's horror legacy started back in 1931 with Dracula starring Bela Lugosi, and it continues with our opening of Dark Universe and Universal's Epic Universe, May 22nd, Orlando, Florida. So, at the end of the street, there is a mural to tribute to our classic horror movies, painted by world-renowned street artist Tristan Eaton.
And an instrumental part of the process in designing the mural is getting to go to the archive. Going there, I got to see it in person. Props from movies, photos from behind the scenes, original illustrations, photos, movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies. I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You always have to pay homage to where that art form started. And for me, it started just painting stuff from the street illegally. Tagging billboards and dumpsters. Without that, I never would be here using spray paint like this.
That's coming up on your right. You know what? It glows in the dark. All done with Kansas spray paint. Coming up on your left This is The Voice. You see a big Jim Lucas V. It's home to The Voice. They're working on The Voice right now. I'm going to have to get off the microphone in a moment here because we're going to pass.
Universal Backlot is home to The Voice.
It is, that's right. We tape right here on Stage 31. And don't miss our incredible new season every Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
And coming up on your right, we got NBC Sports. Working on a promotional. I'm going to get off the microphone. I will be back. Big quiet zone. Feel free to take pictures. We're at an earshot of NBC Sports. We're going to pass by them again to get off the microphone. We're heading into what we call Little Europe. Not a very big place, but we can make it look like any part of Europe we want by changing the language on the sign. This one we filmed a lot of our classic horror movies. Angry Villagers sequence from Bride of Frankenstein filmed down these streets. Boris Karloff as the monster, Nelson Lanchester as the bride. Yeah, they got their torches and their bloodhounds and their hula hoops and their iPads and went after the hapless monster. But when they call the monster in these films, things went horribly awry. That's right, Sharon. Horribly awry. Look at them running. Some of them texting their friends as they run. Yeah, why don't you shoot him? That's why you put the monster smack down, baby. You don't see that on TikTok. You've also seen this area, this whole area, as the good place. But the good place, starring Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, William Jackson Harper, and Jamila Jamil.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location,
Afterlife. Come on.
I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
You're in the bad place. Hashtag spoiler.
It doesn't sound awesome.
Split level soundstage like it in Hollywood. It is set up and ready for filming. You can see we're in a subway station here. I know, what's that big red button for, Sharon? Don't touch it. Sharon, quit playing. I just wanted to know what it was. Don't touch it again.
Мне кажется, пойдет туда.
बंद हो गई इसकी इमेज मूवीज में कैसे
Here it comes.
cars section. We're out of earshot of the Burbs and NBC Sports promo. And these vehicles are vehicles you see in movies and television shows. Some of these vehicles have become just as famous as the stars who have driven them. And there's Weasley's flying car from Harry Potter on your right. What's that doing there? On your left, you have some of the tuners from our Fast and Furious franchise. There's some promotional vehicles from Paramount's Transformers. They've got some scenes on our back line. Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. How about we make a little pit stop at the most popular motel in Hollywood, the Bates Motel, where Alfred Hitchcock's brother Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, and Farrah Williams. Leading two of the oldest, most famous structures still standing in Hollywood. If we can take pictures, great photo opportunity for you. You got the Bates Mansion in the background, the Bates Motel in the foreground. Look, it's Norman Bates. They let him out of the hospital. He's all better now. What do you have to say for yourself, Norman? That's kind of cryptic. Looks like he's getting ready for the summer. All Brownstown vacancies. He's going to bring out some swag for us. Some keychains, maybe a toasted cheese sandwich perhaps. Hey, that ain't right. That ain't right. We can see what you're doing, Norman. You're going back to the hospital. He's up to his own tricks. Watch this. He hates it when I do this. That's right, Norman. It's Marcellus. Oh, you're the... It's a great motel, too bad we can't stay. He's trying to kill somebody. Yeah, just an electric chair. Don't touch it back there, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let's take a closer look at the Bates Mansion. You may notice something about the house as we approach. It seems to be diminishing or getting smaller. That's because the house was built in 3/4 scale so that it would look like a large house in the distance without building one. It's another camera trick called the forced perspective. Note the oversized doors and windows. That's so that when you're standing in front of it for close-up shots, it appears as though you are standing in front of a large mansion. And it's not a full-size set, so they weren't able to build interiors in there. That's what we call a shell, as in seashell. All the interiors are filmed on sound stages. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the spectacular crime site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. This is one of the largest sets ever built for a motion picture. Despite the use of these realistic life-size sets, the film still contains over 500 visual effects shots. Is perfectly built on a set that is all designed around the vision of Steven.
You said again, when you sit down and talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if it's 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
Well, we've been using these sets for other productions. It's generic enough to do that. Featured in a couple episodes of Ghost Whisperers by Jennifer Love Hewitt. Seen in the music video that features Rihanna and Nicki Minaj singing a song called Fly. And recently, Ariana Grande was here working on a short film project called Brighter Days Ahead. This area is where we had sites and village for the Lost World Jurassic Park. Academy Award winner Steven Spielberg, and we also used this area for our exterior Kubo sets for The Grinch, starring Jim Carrey, directed by Academy Award winner Ron Howard. We're going to take you to another large-scale set known as Jupiter's Claim, featured in Academy Award winner Jordan Peele's most recent film, Nope, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, and Stephen Young. Here to tell me about the set is Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former Child star Ricky Jr. Park.
That's the second biggest inflatable cowboy I've ever seen.
Over there, look into the winking well. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one?
No.
No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso Experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? Welcome to the world of no.
This can't be good for you. Whatever you do, don't look up. Do not look up. You look up, there's nothing to see. I told you not to look up. Yeah, we're going to ride off into the sunset. We come to the end of the tour. And this is a great example of building suspense without showing you anything at all. Everybody's taken a world-famous Universal Studios tour, including Academy Award-winning director of such blockbuster hits as Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. It is Academy Award-winning director Steven Spielberg. I'll let him tell you about his experiences with the tour.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
We hope you have an amazing day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. That concludes the Universal Studio Tour. It's been my pleasure. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking the tour with us today. Annual pass holder, we'll see you again soon. If you're not an annual pass holder, take today's ticket to Universal box office, turn it into an annual pass, come back and visit us again and again. For over 110 years, Universal has been thrilling audiences around the globe. Our founder, Carl Lumley, had a vision to make movies that would make people laugh or cry or sit on the edge of their seat. When we first opened the doors to Universal City in 1950, he wanted to open up the world of movie making to everyone. He understood the power of storytelling on the screen and the excitement going behind the scenes. Inspired. So you're inspired by taking the world-famous Universal Studios tour today. If you want to purchase any of the movies or television shows that you saw on the tour today, check out our website at uphe.com or any of our retail stores in the park. The park closes at 7 p.m. this evening. We're heading back into the theme park. Remember your personal belongings as you exit the tram. Please take those 3D glasses with you. Deposit them in little receptacles in the unloading area. If you have any questions for me, I'll be in the unloading area to answer them for you. My name is Marcellus. Our driver's name is Sharon. On behalf of ourselves and all of us here at Universal Studios Hollywood, we hope you enjoyed your exclusive behind-the-scenes Hollywood experience. Once again, my name is Marcellus. Our driver's name is Sharon. And together, we are Wild Stallion. Our final approach. Remain seated, please. Remain seated through the upright position. Load up your snack trays and put your socks back on. Please wait for the tram to come to a full and complete stop. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Could I get a flaming moan, please?
It is non-alcoholic, is that fine?
That's fine, mate, yeah. I did read up about it, see what it was first off.
Yeah, it's orange soda and Sprite. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool though, yeah, because you get that effect for 5 minutes, don't you?
You did your eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's going to be $10.98.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Okay. That's lovely, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Have a good time.
Cheers, then. Look at that, guys. The Flaming Moe. Right, I'm going to enjoy this now. There we go, guys. We are here in the Kung Fu Panda ride. So, quite a lot of people coming in.
But I'm the cutest! And I'm the sweetest!
I hate to break it to you, but we're doing a Kung Fu Panda show! Says everybody here, right? Especially these guys in front, and maybe that family over there. They're obviously Kung Fu fans. Look! The helmet of Master Thundering Rhino!
I see you, Thundering Rhino, and raise you one talking donkey!
Wait, look at this! The Sword of Heroes! And the coolest thing of all, the Ming Hammer! A relic so powerful, it can knock you into the spirit realm!
Check these. I can't compete with that.
Hold it! Hold it! Oh, you've just received a message from
the Emperor! Ooh. My clever son has been asked to make a special delivery for the Emperor!
How do you know that?
Simple. I read his mail.
Is that the delivery? Oh, that looks important.
It's more than important. This is a liquid of ultimate power.
Well, if the Emperor needs that delivery, then we'll make sure he gets it. Right, guys?
But we may not all survive.
Okay, look at that.
Poppy reporting for duty!
She said duty! Sorry, guys. I think we may need some warriors that are a little, bigger.
Aww! Wait, I know something fun. Let's have a tea party.
That's the boat!
Ooh, how about if you guys come as backup?
You're serious.
This is gonna be great! Meet you inside. I must have that liquid! Oh, with the Ming Hammer, the liquid of ultimate power will be mine! Come on! Before she changes his mind! Just kidding! Hey, buddy, you can just hand these doors.
Hey, you there, Mr. Butterfingers. Be careful with that.
Hang on, everybody. This should be quite a ride. Imperial Palace, here we come. This is so exciting. Oh, watch where you're going. We're going to hit those rocks. Hang on, everybody. Oh, that's weird. It's like the river just ends up ahead. Let me see that. According to the map, it's a waterfall.
Not be lost. Please try to stay with us. You're supposed to be our backup. Wow! Shh. We need to be quiet, Poe. This is the dreaded Kang territory. Did you hear that, guys? Shh.
Why is Kang so ready?
Mr. Pig, please. Kang's wolves are the most feared and ruthless river pirates anywhere.
But why?
Hello, Mr. Wolf. Pirates. How do you know what's coming? I am Kang. Prepare to die. How do you get the pig hammer? Not so fast, I am Kang! I must have that bottle! And this is for the Emperor! It's for the spikes! Oh, Dad! The liquid of ultimate power is mine! Just in time! You guys still back there? Hang on, we're almost there! I'm so excited! We're gonna be the answer! Hey everybody, we're here! The Dragon Warrior! Your Imperial Highness, it is with great pleasure I am Kang. Really? I will defeat you in the spirit realm! It's okay. You're outnumbered 3-1. Not for long. Give me that bottle. Oh no, you don't, Kang. The power of cheer. You're no match for my hammer. I'm coming, Dad. Your father or the bottle? The Dragon Warrior. I'm sorry. I lost your special delivery. You are my special delivery. Wait, me? Then what was in that bottle? The secret ingredient to my hot sauce. Dad, your hot sauce is awesome! And your tongue is as formidable as your kung fu! Yeah, well, I've had a lot of training. Oh, I almost forgot! Bye, guys!